Today I'm sowing these seeds to make £8,000 this year from just 0.1 acres. This year I am sowing my seeds successionally, which is planting a smaller number of seeds every few weeks or months, so that I never run out of vegetables to harvest and sell. I made my first sowing of seeds in February inside the polytunnel, so that I could get an earlier first harvest. I sowed my smaller seeds like lettuce and spinach way too thickly into seed trays, filled with homemade compost. And my larger seeds like beans and peas got sown straight into plug trays. I also planted 10 spring onion seeds into each plug of a plug tray, so that they will grow on in bunches, just like the ones you buy from the shops. In my first sowing of seeds, I have already planted way too many seeds, so planting successionally is going to be very hard. Once all of my seeds were planted, I moved them to the germination chamber, which can germinate seeds in just 48 hours. After just a few days, all of my seeds had germinated, so I moved them back down to the polytunnel. Once the weather warmed up, I could start directly sowing seeds outside. I started by using a rake to gently rake out all of the small weeds that were growing in my patches. Once I had weeded my patches, I used a string to get a straight line, so that I could dig a straight shallow trench with a rake. I am directly sowing spring onions, spinach, kale, beetroot, lettuce and carrots into these shallow trenches, but with carrot seeds I am mixing them in with some sand, so that I get a more even spread of seeds. Most of my seeds were given to me by Carrot Hill Nursery. The first 20 people to use the code growing stuff will get 20% off all orders over £5. I also planted Aaron Pilot first early potatoes into my first smallest patch. I again used a string to get a straight line, and dug the trenches using a potato ridger. I placed my potatoes into the trenches sprout side up before filling them in. I also dug another patch at the end for all of my King Edward main crop potatoes. A few months after planting my seeds in the polytunnel, they are ready to be planted out. I am again using a string to get a straight line, then digging small holes with my finger. I have 3 plants in each plug tray, so I'm having to separate the 3 plants before I can plant them. Loose leaf lettuce is being planted in between my carrots and spring onions to save me some more weeding. And my headed lettuce, chard, beans, peas and bulbing onions are being planted in long 32-metre rows in my largest patch. This video will show you how I am planning to make £8,000 this year from just 0.1 acres.